Well students, topic of the video is vector. Now in this video discuss sums on vector, properties and explanation on vector. Now what is vector? Vector is a quantity which has magnitude as well as direction. And like this, if you like a vector, this is origin from here to here, this is a vector. Or this one is another vector, b vector, and this one is resultant of vector. So resultant of this vector is a vector plus b vector. By triangle property, if the vector, this vector is a in the opposite direction, that one can be written as minus of a vector. So similarly, that resultant, if we write in the opposite direction, this one becomes minus of a vector plus b vector. So if those vectors taken in a order, just like three sides of a triangle, if the three vectors represent by three sides of a triangle and taken in a order, the sum of those three vectors is equals to 0. Why? From this one, if we write a vector plus b vector and minus of a vector plus b vector, this one becomes 0 vector. Or we can write a vector, b vector, c vector, then sum of a vector plus b vector plus c vector is equal to 0 vector, because they are taken in a order. And for polygon, if we take this one as this vector, this one as this vector, this one as this vector, this one is this vector, this one is this vector, then this vector is resultant of all these vectors. This is polygon law. And there is another definition of vector, having magnitude and direction, and whose direction can be divisible or changeable. Just for example, time, electricity. Time having magnitude and direction is forward. Electricity is direction of electricity opposite to electron. They have magnitude and as well as direction, but the direction of those quantities cannot be divisible or changeable. That's why they are scalar quantity. But if we apply in the force and on a particle, it goes from this where by a force F, this then at this point, if we apply another force, this reaction is divisible or changeable. So they are vector having magnitude and direction both. So there is a vector quantity. And there is few laws of vector quantity. Before this law, we have to divide dimension or tuple. If we vector, this is x axis, this is y axis, and this is z axis. In the x axis there is a unit vector I cap, in the unit vector j cap, in the y axis, and in the z axis there is unit vector k cap. Now question is, what is unit vector? Unit vector can be written as like this one, and unit vector is like this, a vector by modulus of a vector. This is a unit vector. What is unit vector? If we have to measure this board length by this cap, then this is unit. By cap, the 1 2 3 4 like this, by length of this board is just like 20 units. That means 20 times of length of this cap. So this is a unit and it's 20 times. So this one is 20 is magnitude about the cap. So if we length is 20 meter, then 20 is magnitude and unit is 1 meter. And this one, so like this one is unit vector. Similarly, on the x axis we define a unit vector I cap, on the y axis define a unit vector j cap, on the z axis we define a unit vector k cap. Now if the position of a particle is like at position P with respect to point O, OP, position of particle x, y, z, so OP vector is equals to x I cap plus y j cap plus z k cap, and magnitude of OP vector is equals to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Now dot product and cross product of the vectors. What is dot product? Dot product is called scalar product. Dot product or scalar product. Now this is two co-initial vector. What is co-initial vector? From a same point, if two vector is starting, then the vectors are called co-initial vector. This is a vector and this is b vector, and angle between them is theta. So a dot b, a vector dot b vector, this one is a vector modulus of a vector modulus of b vector cos theta, and we can write cos theta equals to a vector dot b vector by modulus of a vector modulus of b vector, and theta equals to cos inverse a vector dot b vector by modulus of a vector by modulus of b vector. If a vector can be defined like this one, a vector is a1 I cap, a2 j cap, a3 k cap, and b vector is b1 I cap, b2 j cap plus b3 k cap, then a vector dot v vector is equals to a1 I cap, a2 j cap plus a3 k cap dot b1 I cap, b2 j cap plus b3 k cap, and dot product of then the result is a1 b1 plus a2 b2 plus a3 b3. Why the result becomes like this? Now see that if theta is equals to 90 degree or pi by 2, then a vector dot b vector means we have to say the two vectors are perpendicular to each other like this one, then a mod b cos 90 or cos pi by 2. So cos pi by 2 is 0, so a dot b becomes 0. So similarly see that on the diagram of I j k, this one is x axis, this one is y axis, this one is z axis, here is I cap, there is j cap, and there is k cap. Now you see that there are three mutually perpendicular lines like this. There is three mutually perpendicular lines. The angle between this one I, this one j, this is x axis, this is y axis, this one is z axis. There is I cap, there is j cap, and there is k cap. Angle between I and j is 90 degree. So I dot j is modulus of I modulus of j into cos 90. Cos 90 is 0, so that's why I dot j equal to 0. Similarly, I dot k is equal to 0 and j dot k is equals to 0. But in the time of I dot I, for the time of I dot I, mod I into mod I cos 0, because angle between I and I is 0 degree. So modulus of unit vector is 1, and there is also 1, and cos 0 is 1, so is 1. Similarly, j dot j and k dot k is also equals to 1. So you see that I dot I is 1, so a1 b1. I dot j is 0, so this result not here. I dot k is also 0, so this result is not in here. A2 j j into j dot I is also 0, so this result is not in here. A2 b2 j dot j is 1 from there, so there is a2 b2. So a2 j in dot b3 k, so j dot k is 0, so the result is not in here. In the last one, a3 k dot b1 I, a3 b1 k dot I is 0, so this result is not in here. a3 b2 k dot j is 0, so this result is not in here. a3 b3 k dot k is 1 here. Here is, see that k dot k is 1, so a3 b3 is in result. So this one is dot product, and from those results we have a conclusion. if a vector dot b vector equal to 0, then we can say either a vector equal to 0 vector or b vector equal to 0 vector, or angle between them is 90, or a vector is perpendicular to b vector. You see that if a dot b is 0, either mod a 0 or mod b 0 or cos theta is 0. Mod a 0, that means a is a 0 vector. Mod b 0, that means b is a 0 vector. If cos theta is 0, then theta is equals to 90 degree, or you can say a vector is perpendicular to b vector. These are the results of dot product. Now cross product or vector product. So cross product or vector product, a cross b. So this one is a vector, this one is b vector, and this one is n vector, which one is perpendicular to both. It's a unit vector perpendicular to both a and b, like this. This one is a vector and b vector, this one is a vector and b vector, angle between them is theta, and this one is perpendicular to both. This one is n vector, this is a unit vector. So a cross b is equals to mod a mod b sin theta n cap, or modulus of a vector cross b vector is equals to mod a mod b sin theta. Or if we screw our knob, so this is a vector and b vector, and direction of this is perpendicular to those two vectors. If in the opposite rotation or opposite vector, then a cross b becomes 0. So b cross a vector is equals to minus of a cross b vector, due to direction is opposite. In there is direction is toward a and b, like this. This is a vector and b vector, this is direction upward. For b cross a, direction is downward, so this one is minus. But modulus of b cross a is equals to modulus of a cross b. Magnitude same, that's why modulus per same. For due to in the dot product, a dot b is equals to b dot a, because both of them only magnitude having no direction. So a dot b is mod a mod b cos theta, b dot a also mod b mod a cos theta. So a dot mod a mod b equals to mod b mod a. Multiplication property satisfy normal multiplication or arithmetic or algebraic multiplication satisfies commutative property. That's why a dot b equals to b dot a. But in the vector product, there is due to this direction or due to this direction, this one is does not satisfies commutative property. Dot product satisfies commutative property, but vector product does not satisfies commutative property. But on for the magnitude, this one is satisfies commutative property. And then fifth, a dot b or a cross b, a vector is a1i plus a2j plus a3k vector, and b vector is b1i plus b2j plus b3k vector. Then a cross b vector is equals to module determinant of I, j, k, a1, a2, a3, and b1, b2, b3. Now you see that if we change that two rows, if we replace that two rows among them, then you have to give a minus sign in the external part of the determinant. So I, j, k, then b1, b2, b3, and here a1, a2, a3. Then the result becomes minus of b cross a. So there is a proof of a cross b minus of b cross a, or b cross a minus of a cross b. And to find the value of this determinant, I into A2B3 minus A3B2 minus J A1B3 minus B1A3 plus K A1B2 minus B1A2. This is the result of A cross B. Now you see that if A cross B is a zero vector, A cross B is a zero vector, then either A cross B 0 means mod A, mod B, sin theta n cap, this one is zero vector. So either A vector equal to zero vector, or B vector equal to zero vector, or A vector is parallel to B vector, or A vector is coincident to B vector. Coincident vector means from one line, this one is A vector and this one is B vector. This is coincident. And for parallel, this one is A vector and this one is B vector. For parallelism, B vector can be written as B equal to lambda A vector, where lambda is a scalar quantity. This is parallel for parallel vector. So you see that A vector 0 vector, or B vector 0 vector, or A vector parallel to B vector, or A vector is coincident to B vector. This result is hold when A cross B equal to 0 vector. If there is non-null vectors means 0 this vector is not equal to 0i plus 0j plus 0k. This one is non-null vector. So for null vector, A vector is equals to 0i plus 0j plus 0k. This is null vector situated at the origin of this tuple, at the origin. But for this one, A vector either 0 or B vector equal to 0, or A vector parallel to B vector. And if these both result combiningly hold, A dot B equal to 0 and A cross B equal to 0 vector, then from those two conclusion we can write either A vector equal to 0 vector or B vector equal to 0 vector. Okay. Now by using vector property, we find areas of a triangle, parallelogram or rhombus, and formulas of them are, there is also another position vector. Before the formulas, we establish formulas of position vectors. What is position vector? This one is A point and this one is B point and this one is origin. So there is a vector by triangle law, OA vector plus AB vector is equals to OB vector. OB is resultant of OA and OB, OA and AB. From this, AB can be written as OB minus OA. So O is origin vector and OA and OB is position vector of A and B. In the sums of the vectors, there is two kinds of part given. One is one side of triangle is given, or one side of a any figure is given, or two endpoints or two vertices of a side is given. When two endpoints of vertices is given, in that moment we have to use position vector concept. So otherwise we use normal vector concept. And properties of them: if two adjacent sides of a triangle represented by these vectors and they are co-initial vector, then area of triangle is equals to half modulus of A cross B vector square units. And for parallelogram, this one is a vector, this one is b vector, angle between them is theta, here is also theta. So area of parallelogram only a cross b square units, and we have to find modular using determinant and then modulus of this. We have to find the value. And for rhombus, if diagonals of a rhombus is given, this one is d1 vector and this one is d2 vector, then half d1 vector cross d2 vector square units. These are the all concepts of using vector. And there is also remaining one concept remaining, position vector. If there is one type of sum, a vector, b vector, c vector, a vector is given 1 2 3, b vector is given 2 4 6, and c 7 1 minus 5. Let O be the origin vector, then there is 3 position vectors of them. Then OA vector is like I plus 2j plus 3k, and OB is equals to 2I cap plus 4j cap plus 6k cap. OC equals to 7I cap plus j cap minus 5k cap. Two sides of them, AB is equals to OB minus OA, second minus first. So OB minus OA, 2I minus I is I cap, 4j minus 2j is 2j cap, 6k minus 3k plus 3k cap. Similarly, we find BC, OC minus OB, and CA, OA minus OC. These are all the concepts of vector quantity or vector. And there is one portion remaining. This one is section formula using the position vector. Section formula is, there is two vector A and B, two endpoints, and P is in between them, and O is origin vector. So OP divides AB. OP divides AB in the ratio m is to n internally. Then OP is m is to n internally, it means AP is equals to m and PB equals to n. So OP is equals to MOB plus NOA by m plus n. From this we can write one formula, m into OB plus n into OA minus of m plus n OP is equals to 0. Now you see that if three phase point A, P, B if collinear, then coefficient of them, a sum of coefficient of them equal to 0. Just like this, if we have OP is beta vector, OA is alpha vector, and OP is gamma vector, then and m can be write as x beta vector, n is y alpha vector, and this one is z, minus of m plus n is z, z gamma vector is equals to 0. Now see that x plus y plus z is also equal to 0. This is scalar. Then alpha beta gamma are collinear. This is internally divided, or this can, or we can write for that in the place of m is to n, we can write lambda is to 1. So lambda is equals to m by n. And for the externally divides, this line is AB. AB divides P in the ratio m is to n externally. Here O is origin, so AP is to BP equal to m is to n. So OP equals to m into OB minus NOA by m minus n. This is externally divided. And if the midpoint, midpoint means divides in the ratio 1 is to 1 internally. This is O origin vector. Then OP equals to OA plus OB by 2. And there is another formula of median. 3 medians of a triangle is concurrent, so they meet at a point. This is A, this is B, this is C. Then this one is AD, this one is BE, and this one is CF. Here F is midpoint of AB, D is midpoint of BC, and E is midpoint of AE. If there is a position vector alpha, beta, and gamma, then this one is G point. Then OG is equals to alpha plus beta plus gamma by 3. So OG is alpha plus beta plus gamma by 3, and this one is median of a triangle. So they are the all concepts of vector, and in the next video on this topic we discuss sums on vector.